You know, we always root for the hero to win, but what if the best stories, the ones that really stick with you, aren't about winning at all? What if they're about a truly spectacular failure? Today, we're going to dig into a case study of one character's tragic fall and what it shows us about the brutal, brilliant logic of Gothic horror. All right, let's get into it. This one line, man, it just perfectly sets the stage for the world we're about to step into. The tone here isn't adventure, it's survival. This isn't a place where heroes go to be heroes. This is a place where they go to break. So, what is this place, Barovia? Well, picture a land that's just permanently trapped in this creepy, suffocating mist. And running the whole show, an ancient vampire lord. The source material nails it. It's like Transylvania meets The Truman Show. A whole prison dimension, meticulously designed to just drain every last drop of hope out of you. It's the perfect setting for our case study. Okay, so let's zoom in. Our story really kicks off in this town called Vallaki. And trust me, Vallaki is basically Barovia in a nutshell. It's a place that has zero patience for outsiders and especially zero patience for anyone trying to be a hero. And look, don't picture some quaint little village. No way. Vallaki is a total powder keg. It might have been a safe haven once, but now it's pretty much under martial law. You've got guards on every corner, backed up by these sinister, robed wardens who can literally cast spells that rot your soul. This whole city is just one wrong move away from blowing up. And guess who's about to walk right into this mess? Yup, our three adventurers. They are the spark, and they don't even know it yet. So let's meet the crew. First, there's Sören Ironwood, the big, shining holy knight. Then we've got Radley Fullthorn. He's kind of the sarcastic bruiser who mixes in a little magic. And rounding them out is Traxidor, the healer, the conscience of the group. On paper, they look like your classic hero team, right? Well, in a place like Barovia, that's just a recipe for tragedy. Now let's zoom in on Sören. He's a paladin. And a paladin is supposed to be the good guy, right? A beacon of justice in the darkness, literally powered by a holy oath. I really want you to hold on to that image, because we're about to see how a place like Barovia can take something that pure and just twist it into an absolute nightmare. And here we go. This is the moment, the exact point where everything starts to go wrong. It's that classic trope of a tragic hero, isn't it? Where your greatest strength ends up being the very thing that gets you killed. The team is outside this manor, and Sören, he does something incredible. He unfurls his celestial wings. I mean, you can just picture it, can't you? In any other story, this would be the hero shot. The music would swell, his allies would be filled with hope. But yeah, this is not any other story. And this moment tells you everything you need to know about Barovia's twisted logic. That divine revelation? Here, it's seen as monstrous heresy. Awe-inspiring? Nope, it's just plain terrifying. And that beautiful sign of hope? The land itself seems to curdle it, withering his wings into this grotesque mockery of bone and flesh. His greatest gift becomes a death sentence. A nearby secretary screams, "Heretic." And just like that, the trap snaps shut. What happens next is just pure chaos. They fight back, of course they do. Traxidor is using command magic, Radley's slinging firebolts, Sören even crashes through a window. It feels like a big action scene for a minute. But the tempo is all wrong. They're not actually winning. They're just getting tired as more guards keep showing up. And all the while, these wardens are hitting them with this awful soul-draining magic. See, Barovia doesn't try to outfight you. It just wears you out. And right when they're exhausted, right when they're desperate, that's when the real threat shows up. And this isn't some big, flashy boss fight. Oh no, it's something way, way colder. The main antagonist here isn't some growling beast. It's the Reeve, a bureaucrat, a city administrator who just so happens to be a brutally efficient assassin. And that's what's so horrifying about him, right? It's not about malice or evil laughter. It's his cold, calculated professionalism. He's just there to clock in and eliminate a problem. So Sören, worn down and desperate, decides to make a big, heroic play. He uses a spell called Misty Step. It's basically a short-range teleport. The idea is to pop in right behind the Reeve and end this fight once and for all. It's exactly the kind of move a hero would make. And it is a catastrophic failure. He teleports and lands right in the Reeve's kill zone. There's no dramatic pause, no final one-liner. For all his boldness, he just gets a blade in the back. Swift, professional, utterly brutal. And that right there, that's Barovia in a nutshell. This wasn't an honorable duel. It wasn't a fair challenge. It was a coup de grace, an execution. The Reeve just finishes the job while Sören is down, right in front of his friends. It's merciless and efficient. So what do his friends do? They don't make some cinematic last stand. They do the only tactically sound thing left to do. They run. They escape, but they have to leave their friend's body behind. It's an absolutely gut-wrenching choice, but it's the cold, hard difference between survival and a total party wipe. Okay, wow. So, why did this all happen? It wasn't just bad luck or a bad roll of the dice. It was a cascade of mistakes, one after another. Let's really break down the anatomy of this failure. The source points to 4 clear, fatal missteps. First, they split the party to chase that secretary, which divided their strength. Second, they got caught fighting in a narrow hallway, a total bottleneck. Third, they completely underestimated how tough the local wardens were. And finally, Sören's big teleport play, as heroic as it was, left him completely isolated and surrounded. You can see how each mistake just piled on top of the last, leading to an almost inevitable end. And that's really the key takeaway here. In a really well-told Gothic horror story, tragedy doesn't feel random. It feels logical. It's like this perfect storm, where the dice, the bad tactics, and the oppressive, cruel logic of the world all converge. It creates a moment that's shocking when it happens, but when you look back, you realize it couldn't have gone any other way. But here's the thing. A character's death, especially one like this, isn't just an endpoint. In a story like this one, it becomes fuel for something much, much larger. Think about it. The main villain of this whole campaign, the vampire Strahd, he wasn't even there for this fight. He didn't have to be. His influence is everywhere. Every single time a hero fails, every time a bit of hope is extinguished, his power over this valley just grows stronger. Sören's death isn't just a loss for the party. It's a quiet victory for the villain. He's just another ghost to haunt this cursed land. And that leaves us with this final, chilling question. Because a death like this isn't an end. It's a brand new story hook. So, what are the survivors going to do now? Will Radley and Traxidor risk everything to try and get their friend's body back? Or is the next time they see Sören going to be when his corpse, reanimated and serving the darkness, comes to kill them? Because in Barovia, even in death, the story is never really over.